This exhibit primarily focuses on early gay and lesbian pulp fiction or romance novels. It's quite interesting, and it was kind of a taboo topic back then, so a lot of them were kind of veiled, and a lot of them have very tongue-in-cheek titles. And we probably have one of the larger pulp fiction collections actually in the country right now. The other collection that's growing rapidly would be the button collection. We have everything from political buttons, from human rights campaign initiatives to HIV and AIDS movements and organizations to, gay is great buttons, and it really runs the gamut. We have about 8,000 of those right now in the archival collection. One of the more entertaining collections that we have is a whole collection of gay and lesbian themed t-shirts. And an exciting exhibit that's actually coming up is the gay games, and kind of looking at the history and the evolution of the gay games. So more and more people have been bringing in memorabilia. We have some of the original Kameny placards that marched on DC and on Philadelphia. So we've got some of those founding, first placards. And I know that when we've had discussions about it, people have said, oh, well, we were in the living room laying on the floor creating these placards. We never thought they would end up being, Smithsonian worthy or Stonewall Library worthy. This is the first permanent history timeline museum in the country, and we're extremely proud of it right now. We started, of course, with Leaves of Grass in 1860 with Walt Whitman, which is kind of the seminal great point of starting with, gay themes in some of his poetry. One of the more interesting to me, and I'm waiting for the movie, is during the Harlem Renaissance, and looking at people like Ma Rainey and Bessie Smith and people like this during the heart of kind of cultural American history and the development of kind of what that whole Harlem Renaissance produced. So we kind of go through and pull seminal moments and times in gay and lesbian history, and we really try to look at what are points of high creativity, and where was art and culture and sports, where were they impacted by the gay and lesbian community. I wanted to highlight one of the great artists of our time and really kind of celebrate his work and who he was. To have oral histories and to have people's stories are so important. As a young gay male, it's been an honor for me to work here, and I actually kind of get choked up a little bit. But to go through our archives and to listen to stories of people and to listen to the struggles of people and to really see how far we've come. And there's an oral history in there of two women who were together 35 years. And just the absolute love between these people, but at the same time, the extreme terror and fear of expressing their love and their emotion to one another out in public. So not wanting to go to dinner together, not wanting to hold hands in public. So to hear their story and hear them in their own voices and in their own words, to me is what's incredibly inspiring and something that I hope we never lose or lose sight of. So it's those precious things that we not only have their words, but we actually have their voice. There are so many items here that can have an impact on you, but for me, it's that every item has a story. And it doesn't matter who that item comes from, but there's a history there and there's a reason that we have that particular object. And so for me, it's those stories that are inspirational.